goes home with the Women's World Championship? Does Brock return with a bang? Or does Cena get one final win over him? Good morning everyone, Wrestlepalooza is less than 24 hours away. I've locked in my predictions, some of them are straightforward, some of them not so much, so let's get into it. This one might actually surprise you. First up, I'm predicting the outcome of the Women's World Championship match between Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer. This one, I think, is down to who gets involved and how, as I really don't think it's going to finish clean. More on that on my 3 Thoughts on Raw video that I produced earlier this week. An interference from the Kabuki Warriors could land a win for Io, but with all the tension in the air, I don't think them getting involved is likely to end well for her, whether intentional or not. So I'm going to give the win to Stephanie. She's quite new to the main card, but I think they clearly want to give her a push, and I actually had her down to win Money in the Bank earlier this year. It may be a bit earlier than they'd planned to give her the title, but now it's vacant, I think she's going to get her first win. So am I right about a potential interference? Let's see. Now it's time for some tag team chaos. The second match I'm predicting is between the Usos and the Vision. I don't think this one's going to get a clean finish either. I also talked about this one earlier this week. There are a large number of people who could end up getting involved in this match, and the elephant in the room is obviously the tension between Jey Uso and LA Knight. Regardless of whether Knight interferes or not, I think the Vision are going to win this. Part of this is because I think they need the win. They lost to Roman Reigns and Jey Uso at SummerSlam, and then Bronson Reed lost to Roman Reigns at Clash in Paris. They may have picked up the win this past week on Raw, but I think for their credibility, they're going to win this match. There's a chance for the Usos, but I personally think that they only win if Roman Reigns makes an appearance. And that is obviously if I'm correct and we don't get a clean finish. Up next, and we have our first in-ring return of the night after some time out. It's another tag team match, and this one is between Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, and CM Punk and AJ Lee. Despite the history between Rollins and Punk being quite large, the addition of the women has been relatively recent, but definitely full of drama. My prediction on this is a win for Punk and Lee, and I have 2 reasons for this. Firstly, it's because the titles are not on the line. I do not believe for a second that programming have any intention of having Rollins and Lynch drop the championships anytime soon. So therefore, this is one of the only cases where they can actually get away with having them take a loss. Secondly, AJ's return has had a lot of hype, and therefore I just don't think it's likely that she's going to lose on her return to in-ring competition. Either way, I can't see the match being very straightforward, and I think we're potentially in for some quite surprising moments. Next up is a really interesting one, if you ask me. It's the other scheduled championship match of the night, and it will be contested by Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. So this comes as a result of Drew McIntyre attacking Cody Rhodes a few weeks ago. Now, with the match only being announced last week, there's not been an awful lot of build-up to it so far. McIntyre has been occupied by the ongoing rivalry with Randy Orton, who could well still play quite a big role here. Unless Cody needs some time off, I think he'll take the win. He only won the championship back at SummerSlam, and I don't think he's quite ready to drop it yet. Despite this, however, I don't think the rivalry is going to end with this match. And as mentioned before, there could be a third player in the game before long. Finally, we have the much anticipated John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. I'm expecting a good match here, but my prediction comes down well and truly to whether this is the last time they actually meet, or whether we'll see another match before Cena retires. Given it appears to have been marketed as one final time from what I've seen, I can't see Cena losing. The booking of Cena over the years has been largely around him being the underdog or doing the impossible, so therefore I don't think we're getting a second loss in 3 pay-per-views for him. The only way I see Lesnar winning is by an interruption of some sort or some dirty tactics. Were that to happen, I think we'd be seeing another match over the next few months. If this truly is the last time the two rivals meet, I fully expect Cena to take the win. So that's it for the matches that have been announced. There is a chance that they'll drop one on us on the night, but we'll see. I've found this one a little more difficult to predict than Clash in Paris, where I got them all right. Please see my earlier video if you want proof of that, but I've had a go. I've done it in order of where I think the matches are likely to fall on the card, but there's no way of knowing for sure, obviously. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with me? Do you see things differently? Who do you think's going to get involved, if anyone at all? Thanks a lot for watching. I will be doing my thoughts on Wrestlepalooza following the pay-per-view, so do keep a lookout for that. In the meantime, do check out my other videos and please like and subscribe. So enjoy the show, and I will see you all soon.